The conjunction of the spheres. Scholars have many vices. Possibly the worst among them is a tendency to describe the simple and unnecessarily complex terms, to just plainly the garb of false learning. The conjunction of the spheres might serve an excellent example of this. This name, so mysterious to a commoner's ear, could be replaced with a much simpler alternative. When the worlds collided, the phenomenon itself can also be explained in terms simple enough for a child to understand. Imagine, dear reader, that our world is a ship sailing on the great sea. From its deck we can see other, distant vessels. Those are the stars. These vessels each bear their own goods and their own crews. They usually pass us at some distance, barely visible specks, even views through a spyglass, once every few thousand years. However, a storm breaks above this cosmic sea, a storm so strong it tosses the ships towards one another, making them sail cheek by jowl. Part of the crew of one ship can, at such times, move to another, and some of the cargo from one ship's hull can spill onto a neighbouring vessel. When the weather calms, the ships separate once again and sail their separate, invariably different ways. The so-called post-conjunction beings, namely monsters such as ghouls and basilisks, are precisely such passengers from another vessel, and we humans are castaways, flung against our will from somewhere far away onto a world previously inhabited by the elder races. Once here, we learned the arcane mysteries of magic. Unbeknownst to us before, could the worlds collide once more? Perhaps. Can this cataclysm be avoided, or the opposite hastened? Some scholars believe there are beings who have mastered this skill, who possess rare genes, allow which some to seize the helm of our vessel and steer us to safer waters, or to our doom.
Deepest apologies, Governor.
Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
You see what I do? Hats off.
Warning you.
Ain't it a kingfisher? You're sorted for at least 2 days. Just gotta adjust the good position where they tossed the lift.
Take pity on me, misery good folk, and aid a man crippled by misfortune.
Word is, nothing's free in Novigrad.
Oh, another one come bursting with questions. Now, where do you folk gain the idea we beggars know everything? I need to see this and I need to find that one who robbed me brother. Fuck if I know.
There's this place in Novigrad they call the Putrid Grove.
Aye, it's about right. Well, Novigrad's full of nooks and crannies with odd names. Looking to sightsee by a bloody map.
Heard men like you frequent this alley.
And I've heard they fed you all shit and you smiled and ate it. Now, don't mean no offence. Go in peace. Arms for the poor.
There must be order.
You see what I do?
I'm in a rut. I've such a hard time finding inspiration.
Novigrad, capital of the world. It's such a rabble.
Bloody easy. Gonna be sick.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Stop! Thief!
There must be order.
Can it get any worse?
Holy moly, you're a scary one.
Help a poor fellow out.
You know the Ballad of Wanda, who scorned in North Garden?
Crikey.
The second sword, is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
Help a poor fellow out.
The bonny birds that prance by here, teats like full bellows, begging to be squeezed.
Ah, Fabian, it's unhealthy, this yen for wenches. It'll be your bean, I tell you. You're in your kid's humble servant.
Like dung that flows to the sewers, so the
how
worst
you go
scum
with this thing?
flows into
I was nothing about minding my own business when suddenly up he pops and heals me. Had a profitable case of leprosy 1 minute, next thing I know I'm bankrupt, with no means to earn my livelihood.
They like that.
Mutants stripped of all emotion, bloodthirsty as vampires. Like dung that flows to the sewers, so the worst scum flows into Novigrad. Sorceresses, their debauchery putting whores to shame, alchemists violating divine commandments, and worst of all, witches, mutants stripped of all emotion, bloodthirsty as vampires. Like dung that flows to the sewers, so the worst scum flows into Novigrad. Sorceresses, their debauchery
Help!
putting horses
Save
to
me!
shame.
I'm dying!
It's nearly night.
And worst of all,
Another drifter in from Temeria. What do you want?
Got my eye on you, white one.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Stop! Thief!
It's clear as the eternal fire.
And the mate grunted, farted, and blew up. Took the real argument with me.
Think that'd interest the court.
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? Me mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
All right, I'll give you some coin, but you gotta tell me where the Putrid Grove is.
I don't know that. Keep your coin, I don't know a thing. Move on. Be gone! Arms for the poor.
What next? Discretionary tribute to benefit Redania or exile?
You don't believe that yourself, do you?
Let's drink, for it's nearly night.
Nosy bugger.
Yeah, terrible trait. Poking around where I probably shouldn't be, I know. But I gotta find the Putrid Grove.
That's a secret place for secret folk doing secret business. And who's to say you're any good at keeping a secret?
Me. You have my word.
A freak's bilgy gas, naught more. How stupid do you think I am? Grab the horse, son. Smash the bugger.
Slaughter the freak!
Keep it together, legs!
Come on!
Kill the horse.
Yeah! Go carrion!
That's it.
Nosy bugger.
Yeah, terrible trait. Poking around where I probably shouldn't be, I know. But I gotta find the Putrid Grove.
That's a secret place for secret folk doing secret business. And who's to say you're any good at keeping a secret?
Me. You have my word.
A freak's bilgy gas, naught more. How stupid do you think I am? Grab the horse, son. Smash the bugger.
You're carrion! Fucking come on!
Me! Leave it to me!
Easy. Jumpy, are we? Sheathe your steel. Please?
Got a simple question. You're gonna give me a simple answer. Where's the Putrid Grove?
In Lysol's. Down an alley. Man, guarding the gate. Gotta give him the password.
What is the password?
Old sows, farrowed piglets.
See? Just gotta make the effort.
Yeah?
He's a copper.
You'll look fucking amazing on top of me.
The thinking customer will see right darkness everywhere. I see it all around.
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer methods.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Old sows, farrowed piglets.
Ah. Welcome to the Grove, brother.
What ails you?
Can't see out of one eye, my lord.
Picked him as rain.
Thank you, my lord. The right miracle you've worked. I'd like to
Please
repay
leave me alone. Convince those knaves on the city council that spells are not needed on a whim, but positively indispensable.
They won't listen, my lord. Scared of me.
That's okay.
So he's conveyed, but if any of them should
Lying in the
fail, he can
street.
stick his head in the
Well,
flames of the
secret
eternal
clinics
fire.
looking for
Now,
The Major's hand's not scaring them off anymore.
I guess incurable disease.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cosy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
Temple Guard tolerate your little operation?
Let's say they appreciate the value of a Novigrad crown.
Menga doesn't seem like the type that can be bought.
Anyone can be bought. But like it's true, Menga had cost me a fortune. Luckily, he's got officers, and they're mere mortals. Illnesses catch him at times. Other times, they want to catch a bit of diversion. See, Witcher? I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, 'cause it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. 'Cause I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Marigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Marigold partied with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Novigrad's not your stomping ground.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Cheap wine's good, because it's good and cheap.
It's everywhere. I see it all around.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fool didn't break until I began to prick his heels.
Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug. There's a draft. Should be an exit here. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret passage.
Well?
Free City of Novigrad. Name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically control financial life in the city.
Official word is that Novigrad will remain
Judging by
neutral.
what Klug said, the
Somehow
parcel
doubt
should be
anyone
around
believes that
here on the
anymore.
bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.